Flew proudly in 1812 when our freedom was in doubt. It was there at Fort Sumner, Gettysburg, and at Appomattox. In World War I, it led doughboys as they fought across Europe. A generation later, it flew over Pearl Harbor, Guadalcanal, and Iwo Jima. It flew over Africa, Normandy, and again led Americans across Europe. In Korea, the flag flew from one hill to another. In Vietnam, it flew proudly while it lay burned and tattered back home. The flag was there in Beirut, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Bosnia, Kosovo, and more recently Afghanistan and Iraq. The virginal white represents purity that is in all our hearts. It represents the honor deep inside our soul. It is the color of a bride's dress to signify purity on her wedding day. We know our nation is not absolutely pure, but we strive for it to be so. And each of our citizens is protected and has the right to speak, vote, and move freely in our country. These rights are not enjoyed by all the people of the world. The rose red is the color of blood, and those red stripes on our flag remind each of us that our freedom was purchased with the blood from the men and women in our armed forces. The blood of our nation flows through the veins of each person. Some are rich, some are poor. They come from all walks of life. Some are educators, nurses, lawyers, doctors, factory workers, preachers, farmers, and policemen, just to name a few. And many of these people have given their lives and their work to make our nation great. However, all our people have one thing in common, and that is we'll defend our freedoms and our way of life with our blood if we are called upon to do so. Cobalt blue is the blue of the heavens. It reminds us that God is the supreme ruler of all things. We recognize this in our Pledge of Allegiance when we say, "One nation under God, with liberty and justice for all." I hope and pray our nation never forgets that we have God to thank for all our blessings, and that we remain true to the principles upon which our nation was founded, never letting our flag be torn down from her staff and desecrated, but that she will always wave over the land of the brave and the home of the free. Color Guard, reform ranks. About, face, forward, march. Color Guard, halt. About, face. Color Guard, dismiss. Okay, I'd like to welcome family and friends and fellow scouts and honored guests to tonight's Troop 14's Court of Honor. All Court of Honors are special. It's when a Boy Scout is awarded and presented with awards and praise for their accomplishments. Tonight's Court of Honor is extra special. For tonight, we are awarding a member of our Troop 14 with the highest rank a Boy Scout can achieve. I would like to thank you all up front for coming to bear witness and to help us celebrate. Scouting is no doubt one of the greatest organizations in the world to foster high ideals and citizenship. It's no wonder then that so many of our nation's greatest leaders had some of their earliest leadership experiences in scouting. Scouting is changing, but one thing remains constant. The total development from boyhood to manhood depends on the physical, mental, and moral growth expressed in the Scout Oath. The skills are so demanding and dedication so hard, it is not surprising to learn that only about 2% of boys in scouting achieve the rank of Eagle. As most boys enter scouting, they picture themselves becoming Eagle Scouts. But as you know, there are many activities and interests clamoring for their attention, and the flames that were burning aspiration dim to ashes and die away, and they stop short. Not tonight. Tonight we have the honor and pleasure of bestowing the rank of Eagle to a member of our troop. Troop 14, please bring your Eagle candidate forward. This candidate has presented a record of merit badges earned, and these have been carefully checked against council records and certified by duly appointed merit badge counselors. The Board of Review has carefully checked the record of this candidate as to leadership in his troop, school affairs, church association, in his community, and in the conduct of his Eagle Service Project. This candidate has demonstrated the capacity and willingness to exert leadership in activities that are constructive and worthwhile. It has been satisfactorily established by the Board of Review that this candidate is putting into daily practice the principles of the Scout Oath and Law. In light of the inquiries made and the favorable results in each case, the Board of Review has found this candidate qualified and authorized this Court of Honor to bestow upon you, Wesley Dean Christensen, the rank of Eagle. This time, Robin wanted to read a poem.
A Boy Scout's mother asked, "Where has my little boy gone?" The Cub Scout's mother asked, "He went by here a while ago. Did you not see him pass? He gone to be a tiger cub, and then a wolf was he. He learned to carve the pinewood car. He sings songs with glee. And after that he was a bear, and then a Webelow scout. He learned the Boy Scout oath and law, and fun in full amount. Crossed over to be a Boy Scout, and shown what kindness meant. His best is what he'd have to be everywhere he went. Where's my baby boy gone?" the Boy Scout's mother asked. "He went by here a while ago. Did you not see him pass? To hike the trails and pitch a tent, to swim the lakes and streams, to kindle a fire under the stars, these were his everyday dreams. Down the long trail to Eagle, Smilingly he went his way. The many adventures that he had shaped the man we'll see today. Learned to be a citizen, a helping hand to land. He learned what cheerful service means and how to be a friend. Where's my baby boy gone? The Boy Scout mother asked. He went to be a Boy Scout, and he's grown to be a man.
Wesley? You have been deemed worthy of a high rank in this membership. All who know you rejoice in this achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are now a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you will be asked to assume a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to your country, and to your fellow scouts, your fellow citizens. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother scouts. Your responsibility goes beyond your fellow scouts to your country and your God. America has many good things to give you and your children after you, but these depend for the most part on the quality of her citizens. Our honor has a great past. Your challenge is to make the future even greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you will be inspired to better living. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others to gain selfish ends. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and abilities to the common good. Build America on a solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence to God. And whatever others may say or do, you will leave behind a record in which every scout may be justly proud. I present to you Eagle Scout Wesley Christensen. The founding people of Scouts had in mind, maybe. It is to me anyways, and even not in just Scouts, I think it's still important. So it's called 10 Needs of a Boy. To climb a mountain and look afar. To sit around an ember campfire with good friends. To test his strengths and his skills on his very own. To be alone with his own thoughts and with his God. To reach out and find the hand of an understanding man ready and willing to help. To have a code to live by, easily understood and fair. A chance to play hard just for the fun of it, and to work hard just for the thrill of it. A chance to fail and know why. To have and to be a good friend, and a chance to prove both. To have a hero and a vision to measure him by. At this time, we're going to start a slideshow here. It's really long, that's why we didn't put it in as part of the ceremony, because it starts out from when Wesley was a very first in Scouts as a Tiger Cub, and it goes all the way through to present day. So it is a little bit long. We thought we'd play it through supper, but we thought we'd start it and let you guys watch it while we make sure supper's ready, and then we'll let everybody go to supper. So since we're going to kind of go right into supper from that, we'd like to say grace at this point. So if everybody would take an attitude of prayer, please.